the first quarter. So the Pelicans 5 right now. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Jordan Poole out there with Fears. And it's Queen in at the center position. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team.
Jordan Poole.
Health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Here's Artis. After the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago, here's Embiid. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
A list of guys as strong as Joel Embiid in this league is very short.
Pass to Williamson. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Jones, the pass to Williamson. Back to Jones.
2 minutes
from
remaining
deep.
in the first.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Herbert Jones.
Well, Zion's so good inside. The defense collapses on him, but he has the awareness to kick it out.
And it'll be Philadelphia with their first time out of the game here. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Substitution on the
Tough to
court.
keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Here's Mac. Their last game against Sacramento. Here's Artis. We've got Edgecombe. Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Artis in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Edgecombe. He picked up 15 in their last win against Sacramento. Three-pointer. The rebound by Melton. And here's New Orleans now. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge
Jordan
the
Poole.
Hornets at Spectrum Center in Charlotte. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey,
Jordan
Poole,
Poole.
he's never shy.
Assist from
He said the big
D'Anthony
moments, end of the
Melton.
shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Back to you.
He plays without fear. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton,
Jordan Poole.
Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. And so here is Philadelphia after the basket by New Orleans. Pass to Bona. Philadelphia moving it around. Here's Artis. And Philadelphia. Hits again from deep.
And that's his first triple this quarter. 3 total for the game.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Poole gets it in
Jordan
close.
Poole.
And this game has Poole's fingertips all over it. This man is dominating right now.
Oubre on the wing. Pass to Artis. Over Poole. Williams grabs the board.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Here's Queen. No good on the 3. The 76ers have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. And he drains it. That basket makes him 4 for 9.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
Now here's Poole. He's covered closely. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia.
2 minutes remaining in the
That
first
puts
half.
him in the lead.
2 minutes.
Bona's got his first 2 points of the night.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the
Pelicans
defense
call
back.
timeout.
So timeout called here. The first for New Orleans. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
It always helps when your
Substitution on the
opponent
court.
turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
It definitely made things easier for them. When the other team is just handing you the ball back, you got to make them pay for it.
And New Orleans making a change here. Misi, he's checked in for Queen. Matkovich comes in for Williamson. Bay, he's checked in for
Philadelphia
Jones.
foul.
And it's Fears in
Joel
for Poole.
Embiid.
That's
First
10 straight
personal
points
foul.
they've given up in the painted area, huh?
New Orleans
At the
shooting
line for
their
the
third
Pelicans,
free throw shot of the game.
DC at the line for one.
And the free throw, no good. Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
And you sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck. They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Inside, here's Matkovich. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
Yeah, Fears really came into the league with above-average vision.
Maxey passes to Barlow. Here's Hardis. Fires the 3. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And he lobs it up. The shot by Messi, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Here's Grimes. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Here's Fears. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Oh, got that one up quick. Maxey's got 8.
Capitalizing from the mid-range. Maxey just taking what he sees and making it available.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Bay. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Don't forget his 4 steals, just filling up the box score.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while,
Substitution on
but it
the
looked
court.
like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's Maxey. Launches it from deep. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Sixers ahead, leading by 5.
40.
We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, Jordan Poole. Man, is he getting it done today.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
So for New Orleans right now, Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Fears out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Queen in at the 5 down low. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Z in their last game against the Kings was all business. He finished with 30 points, and he was on a tear in that game, recording a season high in points. They were thrilled to see him step up and dominate. Can he do it again here? Guys?
Allie, great info there. Absolutely.
76ers
He was a
foul.
one-man show in that one, Grant.
Embiid.
Yeah, he was not going to let them
personal
lose that
foul.
game. We'll see if he comes in with that same
line for the
mentality
Pelicans.
tonight.
And I'll be
Jordan
interested
Poole.
to see if the opposition
At the line
looks
for
to double
one.
him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
The Sixers lead by 4. To the middle. Here's Artis. And here's another one for the Sixers.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Pass to Williamson. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. And he banks in the layup.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Here's Fears. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pool for 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Maxey. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Poole for 3. Look at Poole showing the range.
Now, that's not a shot they teach you as a young player, but let me tell you, Poole loves that corner 3.
Philadelphia calls timeout. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Pass to Bona. Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Poole. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Yeah, look at Edgecombe making space for himself out there off the pick, managing to find his shot.
Here's Fears. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Maxey. For 3, George. Pure from three-point range. And now an 8-point Philadelphia lead.
Even though he hasn't lit up the scoreboard, I like how he's keeping others involved.
Here's Fears. And he makes it on the layup. Fears has got 11.
Yeah, what control from the rookie Fears inside.
So both teams changing it up here. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line.
Brendan Watford, shooting 1.
And that one misses. Pelicans trail by 4. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now Melton, yet to see a basket. Oh, Drummond with a block. To the paint. Here's Artis. Nails the baby hook.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back to the game after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Andre Drummond. He's out there with Trendon Watford. Joel Embiid is out there with Edgecombe. And it's Artis in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Fears. Following that last 3-pointer by Philadelphia. There's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, quick off the floor. Fears showing he can play above the rim.
Robbed. In transition, here they come. by himself. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Assisted.
Such opportunistic basketball right there. And when they desperately needed it, too.
Here's Hardis. Pass to Edgecombe. Five on the clock. Here's Hardis. Puts up a three. Good. He's been great in this one. 9 for 15 after that shot.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Fears. And he drives in.
Fears.
Saw a lane. Fears is an excellent driver.
Philadelphia leading by 6. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Here's Edgecombe. They get the rebound. And, yep, it's good. And the 76ers lead by 8.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Pass to Matkovic. Ooh, poked away. Philadelphia moving it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Watford. And again, it's Philadelphia.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Timeout call.
And maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
And New Orleans in for Bay. And it's Jordan Poole in for Melton. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what James Borrego was going over with his team. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. See if the guys have it in them.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off the transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
You gotta love how George always keeps his options open.
Something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
And the 76ers call time here. They're up by 12. There's a minute 40 left in the game. All right, let's give you a look now at our player of the game.
You just simply can't measure how valuable he's been to them tonight. Using his head, great shooting percentage, not taking any bad shots. Wow, that led to a pretty spectacular game.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Embiid. Here's Hardis, guarded by Poole. Fires it. Hardis misses.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league. Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
It's George on the wing. Pass to Embiid. Baseline jumper. He squares up and sinks it. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the 76ers.
They had excellent production from the bench.
And this team has strong depth, and in this game, it showed.
And their efforts tonight pushed them to 41 wins on the year so far.
And with this one all put in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And what a huge performance it was for Z.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Tyrese Maxey. Here's Oubre. And it's Poole with a rebound. And it's Poole with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. A 12-point game. The rebound by Embiid. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
T, the pass to Oubre. Here's Artis. Misses there. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence too.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Ali LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
Ooh, that felt good.
Hey, what you working on? Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna...
Down. Get ready for that L. You guys the ones who's gonna be losing today. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Ball up. Let's go, homie, let's go.
it started, man. Let's get it started.
We always be ready.
You got it. You got it.
I got no answer for you.
Good work.
Yeah. Time to play now.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna.
Focus, focus. Good shot, baby.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna.
Turn it up, turn it up. Oh, you done? You done.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna. Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started.
there's more 2K TV on social.
And you'll find more content and the winners of your top plays.
That's right, so make sure to go over and follow us. We're at NBA2K_2KTV.
We're going to have more 2K TV for you next Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific time.
Every week. Until then, enjoy the game, go get some wins, and we'll see you out there.
And just about to get underway as the starting drives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Z out there with Maxey. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for the Clippers, in the forward slots, we'll see Leonard and Collins. Darius Garland is out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And as the NBA season rolls on, GA, what's one of the biggest challenges this time of the schedule?
I'd say maintaining your level. It's so hard to be consistent throughout the season. And it's really about the mental side of the game. It's so tough to stay locked in.
And GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life, and his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
Great positioning on the putback.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
In the corner, it's Oubre. Outside, George. Pass to Artis. Fires from deep. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Clippers ball.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Garland, that's for 2. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Here's Artis. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit over 10 points a game.
Well, Embiid is laser focused. The way he shoots the ball is unreal for a 7-footer.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Here's Maxey. Darius Garland picking up that last basket.
Using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
And it means they will go deep into their bench again. It worked in the last matchup. Might as well spread more minutes around.
Embiid. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on it.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Yeah, passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Here's Artis, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Artis has got 5.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Lopez. Miller comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Bradley Beal's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Garland. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Artis. Dunn covering. Watford with it. Shot clock at 6. Artis with the bucket.
Assisted by Trenton Watford.
Clippers trail by 4. Outside, Beal. Basket counts.
And people thought Beal was just a shooter out of college, but he rounded out his game when he learned how to finish through contact.
Here's Artis. He has 7. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Done outside.
They've established great inside position.
There's 14 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Swiped it away. Artis the pass to Drummond. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game.
Your Clippers,
76ers ahead,
11,
leading by 3.
Philadelphia,
and don't go away.
14.
We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
They've got Miller. Kawhi Leonard is out there with John Collins. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's Sanders in at the 1. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hi, guys. Will Z in their last game against the Pelicans really lit up the floor. He dropped 24 points and was so dialed in from range, the defense had to make adjustments to go out and guard him. You'd love to see him build on this effort. He showed he can dominate. Next step is to do it with consistency, guys.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And here are the 76ers now. After the basket by Los Angeles.
And doesn't like to see an exciting rookie making plays for his team. Edgecombe knows he needs to be a guy who facilitates for their offense.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
And in terms of efficiency, Greg, very little has changed with Kawhi Leonard.
In multiple years, he's been close to making the 50-40-90 club. A high-usage player who gets to his spots and also takes great care of the ball.
Here's Mathurin after the Sixers pick up 2. Over to the wing. Shot from 12, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Leonard on the wing. Pass to Sanders. And here's Miller, covered by Oubre. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Miller.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about this upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those picks.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Shams. Philadelphia in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Z.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This team has shown trust in him, and now he has delivered.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Z out there with Maxey, and it's Oubre in the 3 spot. And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, Tim, they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise.
Garland kicks to Leonard. Outside Mathurin. Good on the three-point shot. Mathurin's got 5.
And for a classic two-guard like Mathurin, you have to knock down threes with consistency.
Artis with the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Lopez. Back to Garland. Outside Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Leonard. And it's off from three-point range. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Joel Embiid over the years has had some tough luck with injuries. He said, I've broken my face twice. I came back early with the risk of losing my vision. Broken fingers. I still came back. I wish I was as lucky as others, but that doesn't mean I'm not trying to do whatever it takes to be out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Leonard finds Lopez. Into the lane. Kicks it out to Garland. High post shot. That's good on the jump shot. He's got 9.
And that make brings them to 3 for 4, and the game plan seems to be working here early.
Launches a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
On the wing, Mathurin. Leonard, that's for 2. Again, Los Angeles. Timeout called the 76ers.
Start it.
Timeout called for Philadelphia. Who out there wants a free t-shirt?
Miller comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's done in for Garland. The 76ers making a switch here. Pass to Artis. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Sinks the three-pointer. Artis has got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Dunn passes to Collins. Misses from short range.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And that one's good. Maxey.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And with a bigger responsibility, Tim, the efficiency numbers for Tyrese Maxey taking a bit of a dip.
Well, they certainly have, but they've gone from great to just good enough. But I think, Kevin, as he gets more help, more guys come back from injury, those numbers will recover.
They sure will. Leonard finds Mathurin. Now, here's Dunn. He's tightly guarded and finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a three, but go with the easy move. And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it goes down 2 points. Miller's got his second bucket of the night.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
To the right side. Here's Barlow, and he converts the layup. Barlow's got his first bucket of the night.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Maxey in the corner. 20 seconds left in the third. Artis kicks to Oubre. The 76ers need to get off a shot, and he gets it to go. No problem on the three from Z. Artis has got 14 points now in the second half. Shoots it. And he was able to put it up in time, but he doesn't fall. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. 76ers on top, opening up a huge gap. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this
Los Angeles
with some changes. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Lopez. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Jackson. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Beal. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Trendon Watford comes in for George. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Edgecombe. And Z's subbed in for Maxey. Darius Garland is out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's Miller. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Philadelphia.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, but an all-around dominant performance. You kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Z.
Yeah, he was just laser-focused in that game. It got to the point where you just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
Here's Hardis, and he's good on the 3. Ball. Artis has got 32 points.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
And they call an illegal screen.
Beyond the lead, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Bradley Beal's checked in for Miller. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Barlow's checked in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
Pass to Leonard. Up top, Sanders. 9 feet out. Again, Los Angeles.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has let up since they have the lead.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Now Sanders. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily.
End of the game.
This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were
thank you so
waiting
much
for
for coming
something
out
to get
and showing
excited
your
about Greg,
support.
but they never
We
got it.
can't wait
They
to
sure
see
did.
you
I mean,
at
they
the
just
next
rolled
event.
to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaFleur. Force. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being
I see you out there doing work. When's team dinner? I'm starving. What's the weather like outside? I feel like I've been stuck in here forever. Why you standing here? Go work on your game. Come on, back to work. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Time, baby.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You can't contain me.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to...
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to...
I'll tell you, Bam is having a massive impact on this game. They just can't stop him.
Adebayo with it. Fires in the triple. He now stands alone for second most points in a game. Unbelievable night.
And to think he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81, this is a game we'll be talking about for decades.
Coming right up, the 76ers taking on... Welcome, fans, to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA. A look at the 76ers starting group. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Z out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Warriors, we've got Malik Monk. He's out there with Stephen Curry. Jimmy Butler is out there with Porzingis. And it's Santos in at the power forward position. Greg, we've got two teams that boast some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult to defend, more unpredictable. Both sides have a lot of guys who can step up on any given night.
One of the most unselfish superstars out there, Curry is always looking to make his teammates better.
The shot by Artis, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
3 seconds. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. Tough assignment, but coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Bounce pass, Butler. Outside Curry. Pass to Santos. Just 5 to shoot. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Oubre. Well, Richard, you had an interesting view of the start of the Warriors dynasty.
Yeah, very.
Very blessed to be a part of that Steph, Clay, and Draymond's first playoff run back in 2013. Matter of fact, some of the Warrior fans are still mad at me for some missed free throws. But I was 90 years old. Let it go.
Here's Monk after the made shot from Artis. Monk, the pass to Curry. Lays it up off the glass. Curry's got his second basket.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Artis the pass to Maxey. Out to the right wing. From deep. Warriors with the rebound. Monk kicks to Curry. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Artis has got a couple of threes now in the first of the 76ers. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the
Here's Podziemski. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Here's Artis. The Warriors making the shot. Lets the three fly. Another three for Philadelphia.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Back to Podziemski. 1:24 left to play here in the first. And Horford wide open. He shoots. His three-pointer's off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Artis. Releases. Again, Philadelphia.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
And so Horford will bring it up for the Warriors. Now Podziemski. Now Moody. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. Spencer. No good on that one. Nice D from Z. It's Grimes on the wing. Here's Artis. Another three for Philadelphia.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Warriors trail by 3. Here's Spencer. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Detroit. To the paint, here's Butler. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
It's Grimes on the wing. Shoots the 3. Now 76ers another 3. Just 4 seconds left to play in the first quarter. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. 76ers on top. They're up by 4.
The 76ers.
And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Z out there with Maxey. Then there's Oubre. Then it's George. And it's Bona in at the 5, roaming the paint. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hi, guys. Well, Z in their last game against the Clippers put on a show. He came away with 34 points, and that was a season high for him. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
And here's Porzingis. After the 3 moments ago from Artis. Pass to Santos. Here's Pajemski. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Looking now at some numbers for Malik Monk. And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry. It's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yeah, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. The Warriors making a switch here. Monk's checked in. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Curry. Now, here's Moody. Covered by Oubre. Moody the pass to Santos. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Here's Artis. Hits the three-point bomb.
For three.
And now it's a 10-point 76ers lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Curry. Pass to Moody. Shoots over Oubre. And the Warriors miss again. Here's Philadelphia. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Artis kicks to Oubre. Here's Artis. Maxey in the corner. Three-pointer.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And that's Curry with the rebound. Warriors trail by 10. Moody with it. Now defended by Oubre. Pass to Artis. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly.
Tyrese
traps in the tray. Maxey's got the lead up to 13 now for the 76ers. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers.
Warriors call a timeout.
Timeout called the Warriors. We've seen Z really having a great game.
They have to come up with a new wrinkle defensively because he is killing them from deep.
We'll go for a different look here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Trendon Watford comes in for George. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Oubre. And it's Edgecombe in for Zeke. Now here is Horford. Nothing on the board. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection,
42.
and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back to the action in just a minute. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Z.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Malik Monk out there with Stephen Curry. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Butler. And it's Santos in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now, here's Monk. No dice from 9 feet out. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
And he can't hit the second.
Watching Tyrese Maxey grow as a player has been special. He's constantly adding new wrinkles to the game, improving his skill set on both sides of the ball.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up. And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Wants to get it to Butler and does. The rebound by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. RJ, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, he is definitely a tone setter.
George.
Yeah, Kevin, on the court and in the locker room, this man is tenacious. He lets you know exactly what he's thinking. Teams fear him, and sometimes his teammates do as well.
Here's Porzingis. Paul George making his last shot. It's not going to go for him.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Pass to Artis. The tray. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Z.
Personal foul.
That's his first foul. Moody's checked in for Golden State.
On the court.
And the 76ers also making a change. Barlow's checked in. Can they get it? And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Barlow. First
Richard, be honest, did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
Maxey passes to Artis. And Curry pulls it down.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Do not sleep on Monk, especially when he's roaming around that coffin corner.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. George passes to Artis. It's good. And that's now 37 points for George.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
And there's a whistle that goes on Z.
Artis.
That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the 76ers with some changes. Drummond's checked in for Oubre. And it's Edgecombe in for Maxey. Now
2
here's
minutes
Butler.
remaining in the 3rd.
8
2
points
minutes.
for him. Spencer. Some solid defense right there from Z. Philadelphia leading by 18. Fires the 3. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside, Horford. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Horford's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Here's Artis. He has 40. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barlow, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the 76ers lead by 20.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Butler. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. And the shot is long.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Here's Artis. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. I wish I could say
why. That was pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Spencer. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Here's Artis. Up in time. No good on the last second attempt there.
The end of the
and here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. 76ers lead by 19. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful...
Substitution on the court.
Making substitutions here. Butler against George. Pass to Artis. There's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. Artis has got 43 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Taking a look at the 76ers. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Z out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. Here's Artis, guarded by Curtis. Artis with the bucket.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in. Over Maxey. Podziemski tipped back in for 2.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the 76ers.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Z.
And he's been a well-oiled machine for the offense, keeping things simple on this end, giving the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
Podziemski hits them both. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Artis. The 3, and again for 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. Now Curry. Shot clock at 5. For the 3. A shot by Pajemski, no good. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory.
That's exactly right. But what the way they control the game and it just completely took the crowd out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports.
I see you out there doing work. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do. Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to do. Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to... Let's get to work. Here's what we're going to...
It's time for Top Plays. This is Scott Moak, public address announcer for the Sacramento Kings. I'm sitting courtside with my laptop, looking at your two contenders. You want to see? Okay, roll them. First up, Mr. Black, in the Proving Grounds, says no way to your dunk. I'm going to get my own.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And as the Lakers entered the building, there was a fierce look in their eyes. That's the look of a team out to defend its home court. Hello, and here we go. It's Thursday night. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. George and Embiid are up front. Then it's Maxey. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Artis in at the shooting guard position. And for Los Angeles, Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. James is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's LaRavia in at the 3 slot. And Tim, on paper, this is a bit of a lopsided matchup, but nothing is a given in this league.
Yeah, BA, that's for sure. The margin for error very slim in this league, and really all we're talking about on a given night is a different guy heating up to make this game much more competitive.
So it's Philadelphia now, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. A nice shot by Artis.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Reeves. Last game for him, he had 14. James passes to Doncic. Six on the shot clock. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Defense was all over Doncic, so he smartly uses a pick to get free to shoot.
Takes the 3. Artis misses. Outside Reeves is James on the wing. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. And he was fouled while in the act of... shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
We've seen this a million times. James using his incredible hoops IQ and getting to the free throw line.
Both free throws good from James. Grant, LeBron has had so much recognition over the years, but truly, he might not get enough credit for what he's meant to the NBA.
Yeah, you might be right, B.A. Truly a global ambassador for the game of basketball. He's set the standard for what a superstar can be, really, in any sport.
Now here's Ayton, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, this is where Ayton's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, earlier I spoke with J.J. Redick. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see if Coach's message resonates. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Here's Artis. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Reeves finds Doncic. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Excellent D there from Embiid.
2 minutes remain in the first.
Pass to Maxey.
2 minutes.
Here's Artis. Takes a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Doncic deciding where to go with it. Lets it go from deep. The Lakers with the rebound. He can't get it to go. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game, and the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
A lot of people think you shoot much better at home, but if you really look at the league-wide stats, it's only about 2 to 3 percentage points different on average.
And the Lakers call time here. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, the writing is on the wall. The Lakers are Luka's team now. And it seems quite possible this will be King James's final season with the team after he picked up his almost $53 million player option. While LeBron is not entirely comfortable with the situation from my understanding, and guys, he's got to make the most of every season he has left.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. All right, chums, thank you very much for that report. Now here's Smith. Poke loose. 1 minute left to play in the first quarter. Edgecombe, and he buries his first look.
Yeah, I like when Edgecombe is aggressive like this inside because he's very skilled at converting from there.
For three, Smith. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You take a look at Cleveland. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for the 76ers, they have really been superb so far this year. Still grasping that #1 spot and looking determined to keep it during the second half of the season. The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's Vanderbilt. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Smith no good. Pass to Artis. The three. Fires in the triple. Artis has got 20 points.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Philadelphia on top, leading by 9. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
I love how they're playing. When you combine great effort and great execution, it leads to great results.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. We've got Kelly Oubre. He's out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Artis in at the point. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Z in their last game against the Warriors just played phenomenal. He finished with 51 points, and what an offensive performance overall, turning in a new season high for him in points. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Thanks as always, Allie. Great report. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
Laravia passes to Hachimura. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia leading by 15. Here's Maxey. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Laravia passes to Jones. Three-pointer off the mark. Now Philadelphia with it. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Pass to Artis. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Everyone has their opinion on the game, and some fans believe too many threes are being taken.
Well, teams are going to do what wins games. As far as the aesthetics of the game, does the league office want to make an adjustment? We'll just have to wait and see.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. How about the loader of Tyrese Maxey? He just does not quit
All
ever.
right, fans,
He's one
let's
of
give a
those
big
guys
round
who
of applause
tracks
to
the
your
most
Lakers
miles
dance
run
team.
during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. DeAndre Ayton comes in for Hayes, and James is subbed in for Hachimura.
Paul George.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
And he's going for the lob.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Doncic right side. And Ayton with the stuff.
Excellent timing by Ayton on the alley-oop pass. He's perfectly positioned to throw it down.
Maxey passes to Z.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Beyond the arc. Hits the three-pointer. Artis has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Doncic outside. Fires from deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
They were able to pull out a win last time because their bench came up big. It's so important to have depth on your roster.
And a credit to their front office. They wanted a more complete team, and that's exactly what we saw in that one.
You're sticking it to them inside. Good luck throwing Ayton off when he attacks like this.
And it'll be Philadelphia with their first time out of the game here. And one guy you can neither speed up nor slow down. That's Luka Doncic. So it's the Philadelphia 76ers out in front by 19 going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's Maxey. Luka and Reeves are the 1 and the 2. Jake LaRavia is out there with James. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. That's the group for J.J. Redick getting going here in the second half.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Back to Doncic. To the inside. And there's Reeves. That one's good on the assist by Doncic. 14 points for Austin Reeves.
They have no answer defensively inside.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason, I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Guys?
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. Embiid, soft touch off the glass. Embiid's got this first basket of the night.
From point-blank range, you won't see Embiid miss many.
Doncic outside. Pass to LaRavia. And here's James. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
It's stolen.
As this team's offensive catalyst, Doncic puts pressure on the defense every possession.
It's his first trip to the line.
In the previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
All right, Tim, you've covered the NBA for a long time now. What's one thing you wish you could change about how we cover the game?
Well, I think there's a temptation to boil it down to hot takes, and I'd much rather see us cover the appreciation that we all have for the nuances of the actual basketball.
The game has never been more skilled than it is right now.
Totally agree.
And just a very well-built guard. You know, Maxey is so hard to slow down around the rim.
Philadelphia shooting their second and third shots at the line here. That free throw's good from Maxey. Both free throws good from Maxey. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Doncic with it. He's got 5. Pass to Aiden. And it's blocked by Embiid.
Oh, Embiid saying not in my house.
Oubre passes to Z. From the arc. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Reeves finds Doncic. Lays it up and bangs it in. Doncic has got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Here's Artis. Uses the glass on the layup. Here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. The Lakers call timeout.
Let's hear it for the most legendary dance team on the planet, your Laker Girls.
And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Aiden. Vanderbilt comes in for Jones. Hachimura's checked in for LaRavia. And it's Smith in for Doncic. A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond is checked in for Joel Embiid. Barlow comes in for Watford. Grimes, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Edgecombe in for Maxey.
And from undrafted to a key part of this rotation, Reeves showing just how far he's come with this dominant scoring display.
Let's go with a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
Smith passes to Hayes. Now here's Reeves. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
59 seconds left in the third. With the drive. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
He's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Here's Artis. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
And there's the lob. It's tipped. Stolen by Drummond. Here we go. Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's just good coaching. They have made the better adjustments. And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Here's Artis. Offensive rebound. Here's Edgecombe. Again, Philadelphia.
It's just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And so it's Philadelphia building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out. The Lakers going with a whole new group out there. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Philadelphia has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the 76ers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this result tonight, it gets them to 44 wins on the year.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Z.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Quentin Grimes, and it's Bona in at the center position.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
And that's where LeBron loves to operate, close to the bucket in the high percentage area.
Here's Artis. George outside. The three. Another three for Philadelphia.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
76ers ball. Substitution on the court.
So it's Philadelphia now. Here's Barlow. From deep three-point range, and again for 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was. Dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road.